Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 06. And before we really get in, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get something off my chest right now. On a recent Brain Scratch Comms video, I mentioned that I have problems with Sonic Advance 3 and Sonic Rush and a few other games, more so than I do Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. That is my opinion, and I am sticking by it. The next person who thinks they can get by saying that I suck for believing otherwise, or that Sonic 06 is the greatest piece of shit in the history of existence, or that because someone else says it is, that I am a complete and utter fucking loser, can kiss my cock! Sonic 06 is a bad fucking game. No one is saying otherwise. But Sonic Advance 3, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, all those games, I hate so much more than this one. If you don't like it, fuck off right now! Now that that's out of the way, let's play Sonic 06 continues with us in Aquatic Base, and probably one of the most annoying sections of Aquatic Base at that. These stupid metallic liquid metal sphere things. It's hard to explain what on earth they... It's interesting how the physics work with them, but usually you don't care about how you can damage enemies using the things. You just want to hit the enemies and get it done with. Instead, no, you end up homing attack into one of those stupid spheres instead. No. One thing, there are a few things I enjoy in the new generation of Sonic. I won't deny that some of the things that they improved upon in Sonic Unleashed were in fact good ideas, such as the aiming reticule for the homing attack, and reprogramming the light dash on a second button that doesn't end up having you bounce and or stomp. Once again, I prefer the bounce to the stomp maneuver, at least the way it worked in Sonic Adventure 2. Let me think. But unlike others, I really do not appreciate how they took from Sonic Rush that stupid boost maneuver. Back on the subject of Sonic Rush, where I said I hated it more than Sonic 06 or any other one of the other games. Sonic is currently in his during a Let's Play of that game himself. Go subscribe to him. He's a nice guy. I tried playing an emulated version of it because I don't have a DS. I got like 2 zones in with Sonic before I rage quit. You know, I hear a lot of people complaining about Sonic 4 Episode 1's physics and how it's somehow also a lot like Sonic Rush. I can definitely feel it when I play Sonic Rush. I admit the D-pad on the controller I used is no good, so that might have been part of the control issue, but my god, the physics were god-awful. I couldn't stand to play it much longer, even if my D-pad weren't shitty. I just need a new gamepad for my PC altogether, but that aside, those who complain about Sonic 4 Episode 1 and yet praise Sonic Rush, I really don't understand you people. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get how anyone can work with those physics. Then again, I only had it for, like, what, 10 minutes? I only played it for, like, half an hour before I was like, fuck this shit. The end. Oh god, I hate this part. Well, for the love of God, will this stupid thing not... Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having some technical difficulties on my end, something that you won't be able to see because... Oh, finally! For some reason, every time the way I have this game recorded is in a few individual clips recorded with Fraps. I recorded this the old-fashioned way of recording the gameplay onto a DVD, then re-recording all of that with Fraps. Of course, when Fraps re-records it, I end up with a whole bunch of different files, and there seems to be so there are numerous different splits along the way. For some reason, between splits, my editing software does not like picking out the image for some reason. So for a while I had a blank screen there. What was I talking about? It might blank out again here in a second for all I know. Nope. Okay. So where was I? I admit I may have made a bad judgment call on Sonic Rush, and I do apologize somewhat for that, although I really don't get the goddamn physics thing here. Finally get a chance to address the purple gem. Or for those of you Super Metroid players, I need to get around to that eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to as a point. Anyway, it's the space jump. It's basically an infinite jump that allows Sonic to go faster and higher. Fairly good for a lot of places, but also very broken as well, because it means you can actually jump over huge chunks of level without any effort. And you probably want to, given how this level design, given how some of the stage design layout is, and how badly it controls. Am I gonna get a chance to show off Knuckles being stuck on a wall, or how he climbs on walls? Because that's another stupid thing. Oh yeah, there it was, briefly. He climbs on walls with his palms. Like Spider-Man. You know, that's not Knuckles. That's not Knuckles at all. Knuckles has spiked, well, knuckles with which he uses to climb the wall and hit things. Oh god. Now I'm stuck. Yeah. For some stupid reason, there is no programming to get Knuckles or Rouge easily off a wall. You don't, when they jump off a wall, they're basically jumping straight up instead of jumping, you know, backwards off of it like they would in any other game. So, more retardedness. And everything's gone red now. Something I have to say about game versions in regards to the Sonic Adventure series. You know, a lot of people probably grew up with the GameCube versions of those games, which are, in my opinion, probably the best, although I haven't played either of the Dreamcast versions yet. I would like to be able to one day. But, I've noted that there are some differences between the versions of the game for either the GameCube or the Dreamcast. One of them involved a lighting thing going on in the first Dark Side level with Dr. Eggman. Personally, I do not like that kind of thing where the whole area is lit up entirely in red. It just washes out everything. I mean, it gives you like an imminent sense of danger, sure. I just do not like the idea of everything being washed out in this red hue. So I'm glad they got rid of that for the battle version. And this is just, yeah. By the way, I should mention that the ranking system in this game is also fairly frickin' broken. To get an S rank on any given level, you have to have 50,000 points.
Engine output at maximum. Course plotted. Gate open. Lifting off.
Playtime's over.
Sonic.
This ship is about to crash. Too bad, Eggman.
Yeah.
I'm not finished yet.
One of Jason Griffith's worst deliveries.
You keep getting in my way, you pesky little hedgehog. Very well. I'll take you out myself.
And by myself, I mean with a gigantic dragon neck. Okay. Now, what was I saying before? I don't know. I'm starting to lose track now. But yeah, in order to... There's a preset for the amount of score you need to have in order to pass a certain level to a certain rank. For S ranks, it's generally about 50,000 for regular levels and 30,000 for everything else. And in Aquatic Base, you can get 50,000 off of enemy score. Oops. Yeah. At this point, I do something foolishly overdrawn out for what I end up getting out of it. I mentioned back when I was doing practice runs of this during, I think, one of Sonic's live streams, is that I managed to play Sonic, this particular boss, and exploit a certain glitch using the Sky Gem to make Eggman pretty much commit suicide. And I was trying to... And I keep trying to replicate that particular glitch throughout the course of this boss fight, instead of doing it the legitimate way. I don't know what was going through my mind at the time. I was so adamant about doing the glitched out Eggman suicide version of this boss fight, as opposed to, you know, doing this the way I'm supposed to. I don't know how many times I ended up dying or killing myself doing this. But ultimately, we're gonna have to say Chaos Control! Basically, if you get the right timing, eventually you can hit Eggman's control horn while he's passing by, with the Sky Gem yanking you right off and back onto the platform. If you do it right, like I finally did after God knows how many tries, this happens.
I can't believe this!
I'm sorry for those of you who wanted me do that legitimately and, you know, make comparisons to the Egg Viper from Sonic Adventure, but,
That was incredible.
I don't know. Maybe when I do this for my commentary page, I'll show those things off, but, we're about to come to the end of Sonic's story, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're excited. We're probably going to be doing that right away, in fact, so stay tuned.